but disgusting. So over the next day of training was completely obliterated because 90% of the members were all still high, been up all night on acid. So we couldn't train the next day. And I was pissed. I told them, like, this is a wasted freaking day. I said, you sons of, I was giving them a hard time. And then by Saturday, we were back training again. And then by Friday we were training again. And by Saturday night, we did a bunch more training through the day, like, navigating the land, living off the land, building bunkers and stuff like that. And then it's time to shoot some more for the propaganda video. So we go back down in the woods. And now we're doing a bonfire at the holy spot, and we are burning American flags, and we're burning holy Bibles, while everybody's yelling, F your Jewish God, death to America, stuff like that. And I remember the one kid that was pretty clumsy. He almost fell in the fire trying to light the flag on fire. And in the video, you can see me grab the other side. Part of me wanted to just let him fall, just see him go. I don't know if he went up in flames or not, but a little Darwinism. But I hold the flag. We burn the American flag. We're screaming all that, and they take holy Bibles, and this is on the video. They lay them face down in the fire, and I watched the fire go up. It's coming back down. We've been there a minute. Hell yeah, high-fiving, white power, all this stuff, and it's coming back down. And if you've ever seen like a book in a fire, all those pages, they get that, it looks a certain way, kind of ashy. Well, the one guy, the Canadian guy, he can't not screw with the fire. He's over there. He's probably still got acid in his system. Who knows? He's still poking the fire like, oh, man. So he's stoking it back up. Well, while he's trying to stoke it back up, he flips something over. A Bible opens face up, and there's nothing burned on it at all. Like the outside's charred, but there's not a single page burnt. And I'm like, okay, that's different. So he's trying to get it started. He starts tearing page by page, gets it on fire, bonfire goes back up. We're all doing our thing, bonfire comes back down. He's poking the coals again. I'll be damned if another Bible doesn't flip open completely unburned. And I watched them put it on that face first. Now, I know some people with science, and they're like, well, in a lot of Bibles, the page is made out of clay and they don't burn. But listen, I watched the flag burn. I watched all that stuff burn. And I actually have a picture that if you blow it up, I didn't realize it. I was just taking pictures like everybody else was taking pictures. But I was in my hotel room one night just going through my pictures, and I blew it up, and you can clearly see a Holy Bible in the flames. So I'm a believer. My faith is huge throughout the book. I would not have been able to do any of it, in my opinion. But I remember when that second Bible flipped open, one of the base members goes, he goes, man, these effing Bibles just won't burn. And I remember I did it very nonchalantly, maybe only in my head, but I did a little Sammy Sosa, to the sky, I'm like, yeah, you get them, Lord. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's funny. By the way, if you want to blow everybody up, y'all just let Scotty know, and I'll be real still right now. But, yeah, so after that week, I kind of said, I got a pretty dumb sense of humor, but I got back to the office, and I said, man, I've been doing undercover work off and on since 1996. And I said, I know my skill set takes me to different places than other people. I said, but I have never had to burn Bibles, burn an American flag, and I damn sure wasn't with a group of people that went out and stole a goat and sacrificed it at a pagan ritual and drank its blood. I said, I've done that in 3 days with these guys. And I mean, I felt weird. I felt weird when I got back. I just, I even texted my pastor. I'm like, I need you to say a prayer. I just felt, I don't know, dirty, something.
Yeah.
Felt weird,
Which is weird that guys like that exist and organize and find other guys like that and get together.
It's online. It's this phone.
I know.
Listen, a lot of these kids were young. I say kids because it was the first alias I ever did where I made myself younger. My whole FBI career, I was always 2 years older. It was just easy to remember. I turned 40 with the Outlaws. So when I turned 40 2 years later in real life and I'm in wherever I was at, McAllen or Tennessee, I'm like, yeah, my other party was a little better. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, the Outlaws party was, thank you guys for throwing me a party, but it's not really nothing compared to when I turned 42 years ago. But for the base, I had to hustle and get in there fast because we were getting calls from World Working Partners because, again, this is online. You hop in those groups, there's people from South Africa, Australia, UK, Norway, you name it. And they're all, because it's online. Now, they may not be able to get weapons like we got weapons, but they were even planning on flying into the States and doing some hate crime. I mean, hate crime. Well, I'm sure we'd be doing hate crimes, but a hate camp. But they dive in. And what I saw a lot of is younger guys, outcasts,
Yeah.
don't have a job, can't get a partner, you know, and they just dive down this rabbit hole of hate. They've probably been bullied, and they dive down this rabbit hole of hate. And it's always, it seems like it goes back to like gangs and cults and stuff like that. It's that need to belong, and they want to bring you in, and that's how they get you.
Yeah.
And then power, and then being inclusive, having